Hare Krishna. Just imagine that one uninvited guest comes to your home without prior notification or without prior notice. How do you feel? Obviously, you will be disturbed because you are totally unprepared. And now, because he has come, you will have to cancel your all the schedules, all the plans, maybe meetings and appointments. You will have to serve him, right? Today, actually, I am going to speak about a special guest. He is a special because he visits all the home in the creation. What to say of all the homes? He visits every species, every person, every animal, every tree. He visits everyone. He is so special, but he is little cruel too. If you don't receive him properly, what he does? He takes away your all the riches, your all the wealth, and whatever you have accumulated throughout your life. He takes away everything. He is not like just going to visit the rich person or wealthy person. No, he visits everyone. He doesn't distinguish between rich and poor, black and white, and other differentiation. He visits home of everyone. Do you know who is he? He is Mr. D. Who is Mr. D? He is not some Don. In fact, Don also is fearful of him. He is so powerful. He is Mr. Death. Yes, he is on his way. He is going to visit us one day too, and we have to be prepared. But the problem is, we don't know when he is going to come to us. So that's why we need to be prepared at all the point of time to receive him properly. Otherwise, we will be bounded by his chains like that. So Srimad Bhagavatam explains the examples of the various devotees of God, how they dealt with this Mr. Death properly and how they overcome it, right? Generally, it so happens in our day-to-day life that in a daily routine, in our job, in the relationship, in the health and in the family life, we forget to think about this uninvited guest. Although we are seeing that uninvited guest has visited somebody's house, but we think, no, that guest will not visit my house. That death will not come to me. I'll be the safe. I am the safe. Like that. But no, it is going to come to us. So be prepared. So I was talking that Srimad Bhagavatam tells about the stories, different stories, different histories, how the devotees of the Lord, they prepare themselves. And some of them were like Parikshit Maharaj, then Khatvanga Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Ajamil. Ajamil, when he was at the deathbed, he was not knowing now what should I do when he saw the Mr. Death in front of him, and he was so terrified. At that time, he started calling for his youngest son because he was actually in love with that youngest son. So he started calling his name, and his name was apparently Narayan. So he started calling, Narayan, Narayan, please save me. And that time, Lord Narayan sitting in the Vaikuntha, he thought, the Ajamil is calling me. So immediately Lord Narayan from the Vaikuntha sent the Vishnu Duta to the Ajamil, and they protected Ajamil from Mr. Death. So this story actually signifies that the Lord has a potency to stop the death and to give the second chance to the devotees to rectify their mistake and to purify their life. So Ajamila was given the second chance. He perfected his life and then went back to Godhead. He went to Vaikuntha, like that. So actually, if you see, that is death is another form of God for those who are envious of the God. But for those who are lovers of the God, they are not at all fearful of death. Just for example, the mouse, he or the rat, he is very fearful of the cat, because the mouth of the cat is a death trap for the rat. But the same mouth of the cat becomes the most safest place of the world for the kitten. So what is this? Because the kitten has taken shelter of the cat. She belongs to cat. That's why cat protects the kitten. But because rat has not taken that proper shelter, that's why cat kills the rat. And that's what we have to do. We have to take the shelter of the Lord, who is also a form of death. Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddho lokan samahartu miha pravruddho. I am the time which is going to take your everything away. So same Lord we have to worship. We have to develop the loving, affectionate relationship with the Lord as a parent and child. And then Lord will protect us, surely. No doubt, there are so many examples scriptures have given to us, right? And then there is another example that which says that the student who have not studied for the exam, he is actually fearful of the exam, right? But the student who is well prepared, he is waiting for the exam. Similarly, the devotees of the Lord, they have prepared for the exam. They know what is life is all about. They know that life is for the preparation, and the exam is like a death. So they don't at all fearful of death. But the non-devotees, the materialistic people, are very much fearful of death, right? Although they don't show it on the face, but they are fearful of the death because they don't know what happens after death. But the devotees of the Lord, they know what is going to be there after that. They know after death I will be with Krishna in his eternal and blissful world, right? So they are not at all fearful of the death. So in the whole session, I don't wanted to make you actually fearful of the death, but I want to make you aware that this Mr. D is on his way and we have to be prepared to receive him properly. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.